Let's update it to apply some sort of velocity to the game object being hit. In order to make that change, we need to add a new property to the hitDef script. But before then, let's change it from a class to the struct, like so. Since structs are value type and not reference type, when setting a struct, it would just make it a new copy of data, which we can then edit it without worrying about being applied to all other references, which is what we want here. Next, add a new hit velocity property. Back to the apply damage script. When we change the hit def to a struct, there would be an error since structs can't be set to null by default. We can fix that by adding a question mark next to the hit def data type, like so, to indicate this should be null. And if we do that, we have to make a few more changes in order to get the actual value back, like so. After that, we just have to make sure the game object being hit is going away in the direction the attacking game object is facing. And to do that, we just have to add the following line of code. Here we're just multiplying the x velocity of the hit velocity to the sign of the facing direction to make the game object being hit go in the opposite direction. The only issue with that, we have to also update the facing direction data type to make sure the signs are set up correctly, like so. After that, we have to update the script that's reacting to being hit to set the velocity to the hit velocity for us. Add a new reference to the rigid body 2D component. From here, just update the take damage method to set the rigid body 2D velocity property to the hit velocity property, like so. To test it, we just have to update the jab hit velocity property from the inspector from the play game object, like so. When you hit play and start attacking the dummy character, you will see it moving away from the player game object. That's it with this video. Thanks for watching.